The village of Erindale lay cradled in the arms of the mountains. Snowflakes fell with unmatched grace from a leaden sky, settling heavily upon the red-tiled roofs. In house number 12, built with stones from the riverbed, Eliza stood by the window. She watched the dance of the snow, which clung to the windowsill like the dust of fallen stars. The gentle creaking of the floorboards mingled with the distant tolling of the village church bell. The air carried the scent of fresh bread and the biting frost seeping through the door's cracks, but inside, the magic of warmth reigned supreme. Eliza moved toward the round table in the center of the room. Upon it sat an Advent wreath made of green pine branches, spreading the sharp, fresh scent of the forest through the air. She struck a long match, and the third candle, soft pink in color, the symbol of joy, was lit. As the flames settled upon the candle's crown, Eliza sat at her writing desk, dipped her quill into the ink, and began to write, immortalizing this moment for her future self. In the name of the spirit that flows through the silence of the snow, today I lit the third candle, the one whose color mirrors the dawn. I want to write to you about how different the world looks from this window. Outside, a bone-chilling frost prevails, but this cold is not our enemy, it is our teacher. It forces us to cherish the flicker of a single small flame. Remember, to stay alight, you do not need to set the entire forest on fire. Sometimes just one candle, a pure intention, and a cozy chair are enough to touch the meaning of being. Tonight, I have made peace with the darkness, for I have learned that darkness is but a vessel that holds the light. Just as she finished the last word of the letter with her signature, a strange silence, deeper than the silence of the snow, suddenly filled the room. Puff, her fluffy cat, startled awake and stared at the window with amber eyes. Eliza wiped the frost from the glass with her hand and held her breath. At the end of the bridle path where the pine forest began, a turquoise light flickered. The moon deers had appeared, creatures with antlers made of crystalline ice that turned the snow beneath their hooves into diamond-like ice flowers with every step. The lead deer, with an aurora borealis glowing around its head, paused for a moment and locked its galaxy-like eyes with Eliza's.
In that singular moment, Eliza knew her letter had reached its destination. The light she had kindled in her heart and upon the Advent wreath had become a bridge between her small world and the infinite splendor of nature. The deer vanished into the heart of the mountains, but a trail of silver light remained on the road, shining until dawn. Eliza, with the scent of incense and the warmth of tea soaking into her soul, folded the letter and placed it beside the candle. She knew now that on this snowy night, she was never truly alone.